I tap into the email podcast every week.
Yo, shout out to the email podcast. I'm tuned in every week for that new game you be giving us, yeah?
Oh, you ain't heard the new email podcast yet? Man, you tripping. Tap in.
Man, you sleeping if you ain't heard about that new email podcast. We need to wake y'all up real quick.
Yo, it's your boy Dude 2 times come back with another fire-ass episode of this email podcast. And like always, I got my favorite trustee.
What's happening? It's your boy Doc.
Oh, it ain't D.O. to the C today?
D.O. to the C. Papa Doc, you know what it is.
Hey, and
the people's champ.
Damn. You got something else to say? Oh yeah, we drinking this drink today.
Look the rock shit.
Do the eyebrow
right here.
Do the eyebrow.
but anyway, that got used to back in middle school. We used to watch that shit a lot.
You finished?
Nah.
Keep going, dog. Keep going.
I thought we were gonna start elaborating on WWE.
All right, and like every episode, I bring you a special guest. I'm gonna start off with the alias. I got my boy Royce.
What up, boy? What up, my boy
hold
Doc?
on. AKA Rozay Royce. AKA Royce the GOAT. AKA Mr. Westside.
Mr. Westside, motherfucking building.
AKA Mr. LA.
Man, thanks for coming and being a guest, man.
I
We
appreciate y'all having me, man. What's the deal?
Hey, man, so I've been paying attention to your Instagram, man. And actually, my boy put me up on game. Mm-hmm. Man, you a dope artist, dog.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man.
Royce be spitting some stuff, man.
I appreciate it.
I seen you on 92.3 Freestyler and all
Man,
that.
hey, shout out to DJ Head, man. He looked out. That was 2019. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2019. He looked out. Him and Bootleg Kev, Sparkle, Rob from Homegrown. And then they reached out to me. He wanted me to come freestyle one day. And, you know, I'm always ready. So he's like, hey, you want to pull up tonight? I'm like, hey, just send me the Addy. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And then we got it going.
Oh, you ain't like all these other people out here that can't freestyle. They can rap, though.
Yeah.
They can't freestyle.
I mean, the thing is, no, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. As far as like freestyling off the top of the dome, I don't really do that often. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not really one of my specialties or like my forte. Yeah. But I write so much, and I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people get the definition of what a freestyle is. Some people, like, we know off the top of the dome, that's an off the top of the dome freestyle. Mm-hmm. But the term freestyle is when any artist or lyricist or rapper, and they just rap freely about anything. Mm-hmm. So if you listen to a concept album or if you listen to an actual song, you know, that song 9 times out of 10 is written. It has a hook, you know, chorus, bridges.
It's about something.
It's about something, you know. Mm-hmm. But with a freestyle, literally, if I wrote it down or I typed it in my phone, freestyle is literally anything that you rap about. So I can rap about cars, I can rap about sports, I can rap about jewelry, I can rap about politics, I can rap about school. Because it's just you're freelancing basically. You know what I mean?
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's freelancing.
Like you said, you always think about it just off the top of the dome.
That's off the top of the dome freestyle.
You done messed it up for me because I thought niggas be freestyling.
No, so and then sometimes like you've been around music long enough, I'm pretty sure you guys have, you can listen and I'll be able to tell you if it's off the top of the dome or if it's off the top of the dome in the mix with a mixture of some writtens. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, most artists, when they go on like Hot 97 or 92.3 or whatever it can be, 9 times out of 10, whether it's the big artist, Meek Mill, don't matter, Common, you know, they rapping something that's been written, you know, and then they hear a beat and they just rap it, you know.
Yeah. But it's still a freestyle.
It's still a freestyle, because you're just freelance rapping about whatever. There's no concept to it. There's no structure. Yeah, there's no structure to it, you know. But again, even with that being said, even if you have a lot of artists, you give them the opportunity to write, they still can't get on a mic like right now. You put an instrumental on and rap it because whether the nerves or they forget, you know what I'm saying, or
they might forget what they wrote.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, or they just you know they just spooked with a camera and some lights on them. You know what I mean? Yeah. They just rather be in the booth and you know.
Some people are more comfortable in the booth.
Yeah, some people are more comfortable in the booth. You know what I mean?
Where they can stop and start and do all that. Yeah.
But me personally, I started off freestyling before I started getting in the booth. You know, like I was doing freestyle Fridays in my mailman uniform, just random.
Oh, you work for the post office?
When I first started, it was like 2015. Yeah. That's when before I wasn't even taking rap serious. I was just every Friday I'd tell people to pick a random beat, and that's when Instagram and Twitter didn't even allow you to do videos longer than a minute. So Snapchat was like, every 10 seconds before they. So I had to freestyle for 10 seconds, post it, come back, do it again for 10 seconds, post it. So I do like 3 or 4 of those every Friday. And then one of my boys was like, man, you should move to Instagram and Twitter because Twitter allows you to post 2-minute and 20-minute videos, and then Instagram allows you to post a minute.
Yep.
So that's when I just transitioned over to Instagram, Twitter, and then I started doing them then. But like I said, I just started doing it for fun, bro. So I'm used to just put a camera on and a beat and I rap. Versus going, so I remember my first time going to the studio, it was kind of awkward because now I got headphones on, I'm hearing an echo. You know, I'm like, damn, this shit sound weird. You know what I mean? So I had to get used to that.
So what made you transition from just Freestyle Fridays to now making songs in the studio?
Well, originally, a lot of people was like, man, Royce, we gonna start taking rap serious? And I was like, man, I just enjoy writing. You know what I mean? I never really thought about being a rapper or taking it serious to make it a profession. And still to this day, people are like, man, Royce, you don't be taking this shit serious. And as a person that I do a lot of self-reflecting, you know what I mean, and I'm self-aware, like I will be honest with myself, like sometimes I do not take it serious. You know what I mean? Because it's like one of those situations where music has always been secondary to me. So I know that I'm gifted, and I'm more gifted than a lot of rappers that actually get paid for it, but it's like, do I really want to dedicate and devote all my time and effort to music? I got a lot of things going on. So with that being said, one of my close friends, Devin, who I went to Narbonne with, he was like, man, Royce, I promise you, like, you can surpass a lot of dudes in the city, or just in general. So he was like, if you really serious, like, I'll find you some beats, and then I'll get you the studio time, and when you're ready to record, just let me know. So he literally did everything that he said. He sent me a beat. I think he sent me about 2 beats. I picked one. I started writing to it. He was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to find some artists to feature on it and do all that. So I remember my very, very first song called Side Piece. I wrote it.
I can only imagine what that was.
So wrote it. I was like, hey, I'm ready to go to the studio. We went to the studio. I did my verse. He found some other artists to put on it. Boom, we did it like that. And he was like, man, don't worry about it. I'll pay for the studio time. You don't got to worry about nothing. He literally held his word.
That's your boy right there.
That's my boy, Devin. Shout out Devin. Matter of fact, he's just off topic. He about to open up a restaurant. His grand opening is on Sunday. Okay. Yeah, he opened a Mr. Fry's.
Opening that. Everybody go check that out.
So that was 2017. I was still working at the post office. So then as I started getting more and more into it, I started putting, slowly but surely putting a project together. I don't want to do too much, so I put my first EP together called Figueroa. So like, I think 6 songs? Yeah. 6 songs, just a little EP. And at this point, I'm like, I'm in it. Yeah. So, no lie, October of 2017, bro, I resigned from the post office like, oh, I'm committed. Literally, quit my job, everything, bro. Had a daughter. Had another one on the way. My mom was like, Royce, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? And I was just like, man, I'm fully committed and invested in music, you know what I'm saying? So I started making music. And it was lucrative. Like I said, again, obviously, it wasn't like millions, but I was seeing a residual income, and a profit from my music. Yeah, you know, I was doing shows, I was traveling, so it was actually pretty fun. Yeah. On top of the fact, I was like, man, fuck the post office. Like, I'm tired of working. Like, I was already on the verge of resigning anyway, even before music because of the schedule. And I was like, I didn't have enough time. I didn't have no time to spend with my daughter or my family. You know, like I'm making good money, but it's like, man, I'm working every day of the week. Yeah. 6-7 days a week, overtime, 10, 11, 12 hours a day. Yeah. So I'm like, man, my daughter was running track. I'm like, I can't go to her track meets. I'm like, nah, I can't do nothing.
Oh, yeah, this ain't it.
You know what I mean? I'm like, hell no. So I'm like, this is an opportune time to lead this, start doing music. And like I said, if something else happened, you know, post office is gonna always be there. Yeah. You can so like I said, that's basically how I got started. And then I dropped 2 projects in the year of 2018. My first, like I said, the first EP was Figueroa. Second EP was West Side Vibes Volume 2. 4 songs, you know. Yeah. I'm sorry, Volume 1. And then in April of 2019, I dropped a full-length album, 10 songs, called Undergrad. You know, so which is all 3 of those projects are on all streaming platforms. Just type in Rozay Royce, you'll be able to find them. You know what I mean? So like I said, and then now by this time it was late 2018, 2019. Then I went on 92.3, freestyle for them. Been on a couple podcasts. I flew to Vegas for a podcast. so freestyle on there.
So you working.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I had a show in Seattle.
Yeah.
I think 2019 I had a show in Seattle, and they show super love. Seattle always shows
2019
love,
was like your year.
Yeah,
When
2019,
you was moving.
last year. So 2020 kind of, like I said, it just slowed down because of the whole COVID. Fortunately, it happened. They shut the world down in March. So that's that's like the first quarter of 2020.
Yep.
And then since March, it's just been dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody really, everybody being
really
precautious.
doing nothing.
Nobody's not doing nothing. So only thing you can do is really get in the studio and just make music. And for a minute, I kind of like slowed down. I was always writing, but I wasn't going to the studio.
Yeah.
So I started back going to the studio about a few months ago. I did some features. I did a lot of features. And then I just been working on my own stuff like slowly but surely. You know what I mean? But 2021, I'm about to unleash hell.
That's when you ready.
Yeah, 2021, I'm about to unleash hell.
hell.
I'm about to unleash hell.
Hey, so where you grow up?
So I grew up 60th and Fig whole life. Same house I grew up in, same house my mama grew up in. You know what I mean? And that's the name, the very first song on my project Figueroa is called 453. That was my address, 453 West 60th Street. Grew up on 60th and Fig my whole life. Was bussed out for school because I was in the Magnet. So I went to school in Carson, went to Ambler Elementary. And then I went to Bancroft Middle School in Hollywood. I was in performing arts. And then I went to Narbonne, played football at Narbonne. My senior year, transferred to Fremont, which is my home school. Graduated from Fremont.
See, he went to a whole lot of schools.
Yeah, for a different reason.
No. I only went to, I went to elementary school, only went to one.
Yeah.
Middle school, only went to one.
Yeah.
High school, I did 9th, 10th, 11th at Narbonne. I just graduated from Fremont.
Oh,
Yes, I was just naming my timeline.
see?
Yeah. Not multiple schools for
your category. Getting kicked out. Yeah.
I know a lot of people who went to 4 different elementaries, 5 different middle schools, 3 different high school. Yeah.
All for the same reason.
So you had an easy upbringing.
I mean, it wasn't. It was rough, but it wasn't. Here's the thing. In retrospect, when I look back at the age that I am now, when you look back, you don't really understand how you living when you're a kid because your parents do everything.
You can't really call it a struggle.
You're not really
because
you when you're a kid, you wake up. You go to school, you play, you come home, go outside and play, do your homework, go to sleep, do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? So when you get older and now I look back, I'm like, damn, we kind of like grew up kind of poor. Even though my mom and my dad, we didn't want for anything. Grew up in a 2-parent household up until I was 11. My mom and dad split, but I still see my dad every single day.
Yeah.
He came by every day. He took us to school, picked us up from schools, had football practice, track practice, games, everything.
Yep.
Same here. But I'm just thinking like, damn, we really grew up in a 3-bedroom. And it was 10 of us.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? But see, when you a kid, you ain't thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like
that.
it was really it was 10 of us in a 3-bedroom.
That's double digits.
But I enjoyed my childhood.
That sound like
you know
fun,
what I mean?
though.
Like it was hella fun.
When you're a child,
it's like we didn't really we had friends. Obviously, we had neighbors shit like that because the people that lived on my block. They was living on my block from the time I was born, or even before that. You know what I mean? It was like a family.
Yeah.
Because my grandma had been there since the 40s, and all the neighbors had been there around that same time. So
everybody was
like family.
Nobody was moving out back then.
Nobody was moving out.
It's a village.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the next door neighbors. Her name was Miss Booker, and she had grandsons and granddaughters. So we put our basketball courts in the middle of the street. We play full court. We ride our bikes. We play tag, freeze tag, hide and seek. You know what I mean? Like we get it. Hide and go. You know what I'm saying? We had a game called Monster Alley. Like we just grew up together.
Games.
Yeah, we was creating games. So.
So it didn't feel like a struggle.
It didn't feel like a struggle, but then like I said, in retrospect, when I look back, I'm like, damn, bro, 10 of us. Because it's 6. I got 5 siblings. It's 4 boys, 2 girls. So 6 of us in the house. Mom, dad, that's 8. You know what I'm saying? We had some cousins that was staying. My grandma, when my grandma got old, she was staying with us. You know, my mom's mom. So it was a bunch of us. But like I said, when you're a kid, you're not thinking like that, bro. You just having fun, bro. You literally just having fun.
You grew up in that's kind of like a rough area though.
Of course, it's the Hoover. So it's definitely a rough area.
That's what I'm saying. So did that play a part in your childhood when you grew up, like being around the gangs?
Well, it did because my mom grew up, all her big homies and her little homies, they from there. She grew up with them. She hung with them. She went to manual arts. And then my auntie, or her older sister, went to Fremont. So when I grew up, of course, you got the negative influence, but then you also got the positive influence. And then you got the OGs in the hood that's like, you know what, go to school, go to practice. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do this. Even though your mom grew up with us, like, you know what I'm saying, it's different. But I think sports is what really kept me and all my other brothers out of trouble. Because even though we lived literally in it, like directly in it, we had an outlet, you know, so football in school was pretty much our outlet. And I spoke about that in one of my songs on Figueroa called Over Me, you know what I'm saying, track number 2. But like I said, we still hung with them. Like, those still my brothers and still my homies, but at the same time, they knew that I was on something totally different than what they were on.
Different lane.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but the thing is, I was still getting into the same type of shit that they was getting into, but as I got older, I had to take a step back, like, okay, you either got option A or option B. You know what I mean? So them still my boys, but they like, man, Royce, you got an opportunity to go do something. So that's that. So by the time I graduated high school in 2008, we moved off Fig, and then my mom, we moved and bought a house in Inglewood, and then I was there all the way up until 2018. You know what I mean? But my family still live on 6th and Fig. Yeah. You know, aunties, cousins. You know what I'm saying? They still there. So I go over there like probably twice a year. Mainly like 4th of July, you know, have like a block party. Or my barbershop is still over there. Yeah. So when I leave the barbershop, I might breeze through, see what's going on, and you know what I'm saying, holla at the homies or holla at my who I looked at as another grandma, Miss Booker, you know, go chop it up with her. But like I said, for the most part, bro, we definitely grew up in a rough area, but you know, it's fortunate I was able to make it out because I talked about it in 453, 5 of my partners got hit by one dude. Damn. Broad daylight, bro. Smoked 2 of them. Damn. You know what I mean? Yeah. Broad daylight, bro. It was a Sunday, like in August. Summer Sunday, bro. Sunday. Like 12 p.m. Broad daylight. I rapped about it in one of my songs, bro. Broad daylight. He drove up. I heard that song, too. Yeah. Parked right in front of my house. Chopper let off and hit 5 of them, and like I said, 2 died right there on the scene. Police came, news, so like I said, I've seen it all, bro.
Summertime in LA is always hot, dog.
Yeah, it's always.
All you gotta do is check the concrete. Oh, it's hot.
Yeah,
niggas is tripping.
Exactly. They out. Don't matter if pandemic or not.
The street is hot.
They out.
It's hot. Oh yeah, somebody finna start tripping. That's dope that you know, like you took a different route, and you know, I wish a lot more of our youth would do that. Go that way. But unfortunately, like, you know, people fall victim to this shit,
they definitely fall victim. I think I'll give I feel like when you grow up with in a 2-parent household, it's kind of a little harder for you to detour. Yeah. Juxtaposed
now
to,
you got 4 eyes on you instead of just
juxtaposed 2. To just 2. You know what I mean? Because don't get me wrong, I know some single parents, whether you grew up with your mom or your dad, where they stayed on the right track. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I also know a lot who didn't. And then it's rare, it's a rarity, but the ones who grew up with a 2-parent household and still decided to veer off, and it's just like, for what? You know what I mean? Like, you got
looking
everything.
For something.
Yeah, you know.
Attention.
You got
or
everything.
Like that.
You're looking for something. You know. Yeah. And here's the thing: when you have, even if you grew up in a 2-parent household, if the parents are neglectful, you know what I mean? Like they don't give you that love, they don't give you that affection or that attention. You're gonna go seek it elsewhere. Yep. And then if the streets is what's gonna bring you in, then it's gonna be hard for you to go back. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you with 2 parents, but all right, mom, dad, I'm gonna go hang out with home. Yeah, they're not. You know what I mean? And that happens a lot. That happens a lot.
They're like, oh, go ahead and do what you do.
Yeah, that happens a lot. You know?
Wait, what?
I got.
Do you know what I'm doing?
I got a lot of friends like that.
Yeah.
And then the ones who grew up. Then the ones who grew up with just the grandma, they really be out of control.
Oh, the ones with the
grandma can't control nothing.
You already know the grandma. Grandma like, I'm done.
My grandma wasn't playing none of that.
My grandma wasn't playing either. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we had 3 sets. Like we got my mom, my dad, and Granny. Yep. You know what I mean?
Oh, you call her Granny?
Same here.
No, Granny. Not Granny. Yeah, Granny. Yeah, Granny.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
mom,
but yeah,
dad, granny, aunties. I had too many.
Yeah, it was I ain't gonna lie, it was too many. And then, like I said, the more siblings you have, it's kind of hard for you to get into trouble because it's like
you
ain't seeking friendships from strangers, not strangers, but like homies. Because we a close knit group. Yeah. It's 4 boys. Like, nigga, that is the game.
Homies can be strangers.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, you're right. They can.
My grandma used to tell me, them ain't your friends. Like, damn, grandma. You don't say that right in front of them?
Right. No, for real though.
Then we got older. You like,
Now I got older, I was
For
like,
real.
damn.
grandma is right.
Luckily though, everybody I grew up with on 6th and Fig, bro, I'm still cool with it. Like to this day, we like them was my cousins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm having a function, they're invited. They're having a function, like we talk all the time. They might create a group chat, put me in it. We'll chop it up. You know, like I said, you don't got to talk on the daily, but you know, them is your boys.
Them your boys.
You know, them is your boys.
If you
So
don't see them for a year, so you
exactly.
still know what's up.
You know what I mean? So
Everything
and then, you
cool.
know, social media keep everybody together. You know,
Yeah,
even if
social media keep
you might
everybody close
you
now.
might converse with them on Twitter, on the timeline, or on a DM. You know what I mean? Share a picture or share a profile or something. And, you know,
That's what's good about now, that social media. That's a good thing about social media.
Yeah.
Is that you can still connect with people that you might be, that you went to school out of state or something, you still connect with them. You might not even see them or whatever like that.
How did y'all meet?
let me think. Oh, we got a lot of mutual friends. So
My man through Mike Black.
yeah, Mike Black. Yeah.
Doc ain't got no friends.
Yeah, Mike Black. So I've been
You a
knowing Mike
bitch.
for a minute, obviously. He ain't nobody, but
I think the first time I seen Royce was at Roscoe's after our prom. I don't know if you remember. Yeah.
Hell no, for real?
That's the first time I think
After
I
your
seen
prom?
it.
Which Roscoe's?
The one
In Hollywood?
Oh, Manchester?
God.
No, not Manchester.
Was it Hollywood?
What's the
It was
one
in
by
Pico,
the
right?
yeah.
Pico?
The one right there by the comedy shit.
On Pico and La Brea?
Yeah.
The most famous one?
You showed up.
Dead
Right
ass?
after our prom. Yep.
Damn.
Royce, you showed up.
The niggas
I
had
don't know
prom
if
on the
you
same
came.
night or something?
Nah, cause you wasn't dressed up. You had came and you was trying to get Mike to go somewhere
I didn't go
else.
to prom. Yeah, I didn't go to prom, so I know I wasn't dressed up.
You was trying to.
I'll tell y'all the story in a minute.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't know. This is my first time like seeing Royce
Yeah.
really, cause Mike we had Roscoe's after our prom, cause our prom was TD'd anyway.
You 08?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we go to Roscoe's, me, Mike, we had our dates or whatever, and then he's like, my boy coming up here. He goes, oh, and then I see Royce pop up. Royce like, he into something. He like, hey, I'm trying to do this. And I was like, but we had a hotel or something, so we ended up doing something.
I don't know. That's funny. You got that's a good memory because I
got a good memory.
I don't remember going to Roscoe's, but I don't not believe it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you said you remember seeing me, but the reason why I didn't go.
I think it was you and your brother.
I did some complete clown shit. So I transferred. Listen, I transferred from Narbonne to Fremont, right? So okay, cool. Obviously, I've already spent 75% of my high school career at Narbonne. So I'm like, I'm going to Narbonne's prom because them where all my homies is going. But
Where you been at?
I've met new people at Fremont, so I'm like, I'm trying to teeter, like, which one I'm gonna go to? And I'm like,
You can go to both.
But listen, so in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna go to both. I'm like, it's just my luck that both of these motherfuckers gonna land on the same day. So when they announced prom day at Fremont, May 18th, I remember 2007. I'm sorry, 2008. And then Narbonne, May 18th, 2008. I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn.
I can't. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, at this point, I'm not going to Fremont. I ain't been here long enough. I'm going to where all my homies at.
Yeah.
Boom. Nigga, I fucking buy my suit, custom made suit, shoes, everything. I was gonna go with my homegirl named Brianna. I hope she see this shit
go
too.
to Narbonne?
She went to Narbonne. Brianna Collins.
Damn, you put the
I'm on
camera
you.
out.
Look, so I'm about to go with her. I get everything. Come to find out, she can't go to prom because she had too many U's. So check it out. She can't go. So she's disqualified from going. And I'm like, I'm not finna go to prom by myself.
Yeah.
By this time, it's too late to go to Fremont prom because I didn't buy a ticket, didn't have a date. Now, I could have showed up myself, but
She
I didn't
figured
have a
out
ticket.
too late.
She figured out too late. So she like, well, Royce, can you just come take pictures at the champagne party? I'm like, no.
You having a champagne party with not going to prom?
Well, it was a group.
Still.
Yeah. So she wanted to go to the champagne party just to take pictures, and I'm just like, no.
She was
I'm not
gonna get
doing
dressed
that.
up?
She wanted me to get dressed up and take pictures at the champagne party
And not go.
to. Well, I could still go because I'm a guest.
Yeah.
She can't go, but I'm like, I'm not finna go to the prom by myself. That's some lame
Yeah.
loser
I
shit.
went. I
So
went.
she was like,
Some
come
people
take pictures,
I'm
come take
a
pictures.
loser.
I'm like, no, the thing is, if I would have went, I would have been cool because, like I said, I knew everybody at prom.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, that shit sucks to go to prom. They're gonna be like, where's we here with?
Yeah.
Myself. So she outside.
a couple other people there by
She
themselves.
outside sitting in the stretch Hummer the whole night.
Come on, Brianna. You can't be chilling in the stretch Hummer for 4 hours. Waiting for the after party.
Bro,
No,
this nigga here, man.
Bro, she in the stretch hammer all night. I'm like,
whole
bro,
name out, threw her
I'm
up
not
under
coming
there.
to the motherfucking champagne party. So I didn't even get dressed. I had to show up. She blow my phone. I'm like, bro, no, it's a wrap. I'm keeping this suit for another occasion.
Over.
So, didn't go to prom, whatever. She upset. She mad at me because I didn't come. Like, I should be mad at you. All them goddamn views you
and
got.
I bought this whole suit.
Whole suit,
And now-
tailor made.
Well, I went to 4 different proms.
You know what I'm saying? So, so then that's when I seen. So when the prom was over, then that's when I like. It sounds like our prom was on the same. If it wasn't the same day, I probably just showed up to Roscoe's. But our prom ended, and then I ended up linking with who was my girlfriend at the time. I ended up linking with her, and then we did like all the little after prom.
Wait,
shit.
don't just breeze past that. How you didn't go to prom with your girl?
Well, here's the thing.
She was older?
No. So let me break that down. So the girl that I was with the second semester of our senior year, basically, you know what I'm saying, right before prom, I got with her like in April.
Yeah.
April. Prom, like I said, was in May. So she already had her prom date. You know what I'm saying? And the thing,
you know
wait, stop. I feel you.
That happened
No, but
plenty of
listen, I feel you. But the prom, she already had her prom date set in stone before we took it to the next level.
Don't matter. That's over.
Hold on. The thing is, it wasn't like he wasn't no square nigga. He was the homie.
Yeah.
And he was a family friend of hers. Like, no wild shit.
Yeah.
So when prom was over, nigga, I linked with her and he linked with his bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he didn't take his bitch either. I don't know why, but whatever. So he was a family friend of hers that they grew up together.
Yeah.
So she
They
was
already
like,
had planned it,
Yeah.
like,
So
hey,
I
I
wasn't even thirsty. Like, no, you better go with me. So I was I'm finna go with my homegirl that I've been knowing since 9th grade anyway.
I'm gonna do the PJ.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it wasn't nothing like that, bro. Honestly, it wasn't.
Like
And me and her just started talking in April,
Hey,
and
you
the
know-
prom was in May.
you know-
I didn't give a fuck. Like I was gonna fuck after prom anyway. So
You
I
know
was
what's crazy?
That happened to me
I went
with
to-
Mike. Mike went to Winter Formal with my girl.
All right, come on now, niggas.
No, but it was.
all right. Now niggas is getting out of control. Wait,
But we wasn't together when they planned it. So
Don't
it was
care.
like,
see, okay. So is it
my
similar?
boy.
Is it
Okay,
similar?
okay, hold on.
Wait, so
Hold
y'all
on.
wasn't together when y'all planned it? Wait, I'm sorry.
When they
hold on.
planned
So
it, and I wasn't going.
They planned to go to homecoming.
I didn't even
already.
go.
They planned to go to
It was
homecoming.
Winter Formal.
I mean, sorry, they planned to go to Winter Formal. Boom.
Yeah.
And then they already had it set in stone.
Yeah.
Some I don't know how many. So in between the time they planned it and y'all got together.
Yeah, we started talking.
Y'all started talking.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
And then I wasn't going anyway, so
So
I
you
was
like,
like,
I don't give a fuck.
If you gonna
And
go,
it's Winter Formal, man.
I'm not tripping.
I don't give a
Can't be
fuck.
walking to the liquor store. Like, I can't be walking to the store. Like,
Oh, you want to know? He's a bodyguard?
Damn.
let me tell you
Don't
something.
look at my
Let me
girl.
tell you something. Let me tell you something.
They still a close homie though, cause him and Mike kind of close.
let me-
Well, they're not kind of close. They tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tight.
My brother.
Yeah.
I don't. It's my brother. I don't care.
Yeah.
let me-
He know ain't nothing cracking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna let me finish? I just can I?
Yeah, finish, bro.
Wait for you to.
My girl in high school, my senior year, we broke up. A few months before prom, we was already. Oh, we going together. We doing this. We looking at dresses. And what was dope? I got a dope ass mama. She was finna go buy her dress and all that. I went to school in Sacramento. I mean, not Sacramento, Stockton.
Okay.
And we had broke up. And then she was like, she had ended up getting with one of my other homies. And she was like, you still take me to prom? I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, y'all going to prom. Like, I got a whole nother bro,
Yeah.
like, from a whole nother school. Like, no, it's not.
It's different than what we talking about.
No, it's not.
Wait,
Y'all broke.
I still
up.
could have took her.
But y'all broke up.
We was cool, though.
I
But
never
y'all wasn't-
broke up.
yeah.
We was cool, though.
It's still different.
Bro, I'm not taking
situation.
another nigga to girl to prom, dog. Like, it's just...
They never was together. They was just
No,
going together.
what he's saying is he not taking another girl. So basically, he's saying that
Yeah.
once y'all got together, Mike should have been like, I ain't going with you. That's what you saying.
No, what I'm saying is that, that's my girl. I'm going.
But no, he didn't want to go to
going.
prom.
I was already not
So it was
going.
his girlfriend, but he wasn't going to prom.
Yeah.
So Mike, who's like a brother to him, they
It was
already
too
had
late for
planned
me to go.
Yeah. So look, he was never
I'm
going.
going to do the PJ again.
Look, he was never going. He was never going to Winter Formal anyway.
Listen.
Mike and the girl already. We going. Then him and the girl that Mike was having to get together.
I understand the situation.
So in that situation, if you're not going, but your girl already had planned to go with one of your close boys, you gonna tell her she can't go?
No, I'm going.
No, now so you
You
basically saying he
can't
should have
go.
went.
You can't go. It's too late to buy a ticket. What are you? This not the club where
Right.
you can just go to
Show
the front
up,
door and
yeah.
pay. We in high school.
So what you say? You snatching your girl? All right, babe, you can't go.
You gotta catch a bus or whatever and get on and go.
It's winter formal, bro. Niggas in high school. Hey, see,
you looking at it
you looking at it from 20. You looking at it from the lenses of how
now.
old you are now.
Yeah.
Juxtaposed to
Back
looking
then?
at it from back then. Like, we was young. We ain't tripping about
Don't give
like
a
that, bro. I did. Oh God.
Hey, so
I wouldn't care today. I'd be like,
this nigga lying.
Oh God, I might care today.
So yeah, so
I might
hey,
care today, bro. But when you young, you don't care.
so Royce, that's your real name?
Royce is my real name. And it's funny because a lot of people, like, when I be like, not people, but
They don't think that's
women,
your real name.
they be like, what's your name? I'm like, Royce. I'll be like, real name.
Nickname.
I'm like, nigga, Royce. Like, what the fuck? Who lies about, like, government name?
A lot of people.
I guess it's because it's
A lot of
attached to Rozay Royce, so they think Rozay Royce is like a stage name.
Yeah.
But people that obviously that know me personally, they know that that's my name. But if you don't know me personally, then obviously, you know, they be like, is Royce your real name? I'm like, yeah, Royce is my real name.
So the Rozay. Let's get into that.
Yeah, so
It ain't Ricky Rozay.
Nah, it ain't Ricky Rozay. That nigga actually stole another nigga name. He got sued, but he won. I think he won a lawsuit.
He won.
But back in 2010,
thief.
when Twitter first started popping, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Well, we damn near, that's like almost close to 9 years, going on 10 years.
That was 10
Yeah,
years.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
My first Twitter name, I think, was like either like Reckless Royce or Ruthless Royce, something like that. But it wasn't sticking. So I'm like, man, had it for a couple of hours. I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with it.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, because, you know, I had just created
I thought it was in a couple months.
Nah, I just created my Twitter. I'm like, Ruthless Royce. I had that for a little bit. I had Rose Gold Royce. I'm like, nah. I had Reckless Royce, but I was reckless. Still kind of reckless now. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
So I let him sit for a minute, let him marinate. But definitely before 24 hours up, I came up with, I'm like, Rozay Royce. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm just going to keep this for a minute, see how I stick. And I had it for a cool minute. You know what I mean? Twitter wasn't even booming like that in 2010, you know?
Nah.
Like I said,
It wasn't?
no, what I'm saying, the start, I think Twitter came around like 2009.
Booming
It
until
wasn't
like
booming like
2012,
like 12, 13. That's when
when
Twitter was crazy. So,
Twitter, Instagram.
yeah. So, came over Rozay Royce, and I'm like, okay, I had it for a cool minute. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stick with this. So then I created Instagram. I had Twitter first. I didn't even have Instagram. Created the Instagram. Had that as Rozay Royce. Then now I got both of those. And then it just been with me literally ever since. Then Snapchat came about. Created Snapchat, Rozay Royce. Everything has just been Rozay Royce at this point. Like that's what I'm known by. And it got to a point where now people started calling me Rozay, which I didn't want because I like my name, Royce. That's a straight, cool name.
Yeah.
So people start seeing me out in public, like, hey, Rozay, and I'm just like, at first, and I never really turned my head because I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? I don't know who they talking to.
saying
And then after a while, people start calling me that, and then people start thinking that I got it from Rick Ross. And I'm just like, to be honest with you, I didn't. I did spell it the same exact way because I didn't want to have no type of like, patent issues with ROS with the hyphenated E.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the
Like the
beverage.
rosé, like the drink, yeah.
So I did spell it the same exact way. But when Rick Ross first came out, his name was Rick Ross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just spelled R-O-Z. Well, I really can't tell you who had it first, but I just know I didn't get it from Rick Ross. You know what I mean?
You know how they'll have about 5, 6 nicknames.
So
You
let's clear this up. You didn't
Lil
get it
Wayne.
from Rick
No,
Ross.
did not get my
Tucci.
name Rozay from Rick Ross at all.
Yeah, he did not get his name from Rick
You know,
Ross.
but it's easier for somebody to be like, yes, you did, because
Yeah,
he's the famous
he's the
artist. You know,
yeah.
he big.
You know how that
whatever.
go.
But yeah,
Well,
so,
shit, you on your way too.
you know what I mean? Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Nah, you gotta speak it into existence, dog.
You're right. We're gonna speak into
Nigga,
it. I'm
you
on my
just-
way.
like
I'm
you-
on my way.
You was on 92.3.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, how'd you feel about that when they played your song on the radio? I seen that.
Well,
On one, was it
it wasn't
102.3?
no, it was one. Yeah, it was KJLH.
KJLH, yeah.
So, I'm having a brain fart right now.
KJ.
The DJ, my boy Mosky, DJ Mosky. Shout out DJ Mosky. He is the DJ over at KJLH.
Okay.
He's also a producer, like a great producer. He's a great writer, artist. You know what I mean? And he's the official DJ for the Rams.
Go Rams.
Yeah, and go Seahawks.
Go Saints.
He's the official DJ for the Rams and I think USC. You know what I mean? So shout out DJ Mosky. So I did some music with him, did some songs with him, been to a studio a couple of times. And to be honest with you, he played it on the radio. Right? I'm in my car and since I know he on at nighttime, I was like, I really don't listen to radio at all. I hate LA radio. I'm gonna keep it 100. I do not listen to the radio. So he played it. I'm sorry. I'm literally in a Jack in the Box drive-thru. I know that shit's terrible, but this one I was just eat bad. So I'm in a Jack in the Box drive-thru, and I'm on KJLH. this shit come on, I hear, you know what I'm saying, the beginning of the song. I'm just like, oh shit. I pull out my phone, bro, and start recording. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that shit crazy. Like, the shit put a smile on my face.
Know.
No, the shit put a smile on my face. I did not know at all.
Damn.
And then it was a Friday. I'm sorry, it was a Saturday. And the reason why I remember, because that very next Sunday, Rams and Seahawks played.
Yeah.
Last year.
So if you wasn't in that car, you wouldn't have never.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know why. I was out and about. I just happened to be out and about. You know what I mean?
Hold on, say that again. Rams did what?
Yeah, they fucked us up.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it was a night game at the Coliseum. So I ended up going to that game. And in between, like, timeout shit, he played it. And I didn't know he was finna do it that time either.
Yeah.
At the time that he played it the first time, because he played it a couple of times. The first time he played it, I was out at the concession stands, like, talking to the little chick or whatever, getting something to drink. And then somebody texted me or hit me on Instagram or Twitter, like, yo, Royce, they just played your song. And I'm like, for real? I'm like, fuck, I missed it. So I text him, like, bro, you just played the shit out in here. I'm at the concession stand. He was like, yeah, bro, don't trip. I'll play it again. So now I knew it was going to come. So I didn't know when, though. Another timeout came. And then that shit played again in the studio. I mean, in the stadium. Yeah. Everybody going crazy. I put it on my phone, record that shit. I posted on Twitter. I posted on Instagram and shit. Everybody's like, damn, that's crazy.
Nigga, I would have been telling everybody, nigga, that's me.
Oh God, no. The people I was sitting next to, I'm like, that's me. Yeah, I'm like, that's me. That was like, for real. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Put it on my phone. Told them where they can go download, where they can go find it at and shit like that. That shit hard. You know what I mean? Yeah. So shout out to Marski, man. That was kind of cool.
That's dope as fuck.
That's a big deal right there.
Dope as fuck.
Why you at the game too?
Yeah. While I was at the game.
No, you loaded at the game.
While I was at the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause I try to make whenever Seattle come in town, I always try to go to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously we can't go. They play on Sunday, matter of fact, but COVID, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I've been going to every Seahawks versus Rams game in LA since the Rams moved to LA.
Moved out here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it was kind of dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? People was hitting me up. You know what I mean? That shit, it was kind of tight.
So how do you handle that kind of attention though? Because me, I would have been big headed as boy.
Well, see, I'm humble.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? I talk my shit here and there.
Nigga,
I'm known for talking shit on Twitter.
Doo-doo.
Nigga, my song is playing with 50,000 people
Motherfuckers in there. Yeah, exactly.
Nigga, what?
Exactly.
I'm finna be
Ram Stadium.
I'm gonna be
70,000.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be a millionaire.
But the thing is, it's like, okay, the song is played, but okay, now when the song go off, it's like, okay, now nigga, you who are you?
Right,
you know
back
what I mean?
to watching the game.
I'm back to watching the game.
I'm looking to sign autographs. I'm looking to kiss babies.
But see,
Bring the
it's a little harder because at a football game,
Yeah.
It's now here's the thing: if you at a basketball game. And it's a little more confined.
Less people.
Your
Yeah.
music come on. They might put you on the jumbotron.
Put you on the jumbotron.
The thing is,
Ram didn't have no
I'm not rich.
jumbotron.
I'm not famous. But if they had if the camera was on me and they're like, yo, this song is by so and so, and they put the camera on me, then it's different. Now all the attention is on me.
Yep.
The music is playing, so the only people I can tell is the motherfuckers to the
Around
left of
you.
me, to the
Yeah.
right. I ain't
Everybody
got no
else in
fucking
there
bull
don't
on. Yo,
know.
everybody, this is me on the. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that new stadium.
You know what I mean? It's a
They
little
gotta
different.
put you on that.
I would have been up there.
Acting a
Top,
fool, huh?
At the hey ref, you know what happened? Time out. That's me.
You the motherfucker that jumped on the field.
I'm running.
Get him out.
I'm running.
Rapper doo-doo got took off the field. He got excited.
By the way, we played this song.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that's what they would have told me.
Oh, yeah.
If I would have ran on the field. That, by the way, that was just his song that came off. Yeah, I'm out there. So you got
That's
any,
pretty cool though, bro.
You got any projects coming?
As of right now, I'm working on a project. Don't have a title for it. I'm just putting the tracks together. Don't know if it's going to be a concept album like my last one. But like I said, COVID kind of like fucked up everything for 2020. Even though there are artists who are still putting out music, more power to them, that's cool. But me personally, I'm not in a rush. You know what I mean? I don't want to oversaturate the city or just the market with just music. You know what I mean? I feel like the best projects are the ones where you take your time and it's calculated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like as an artist, the more time you spend away or the more time you spend doing other things, that's just you're creating content to rap about.
Because that's how you get your...
And that's why some of these artists, me personally, like I'm not even speaking from an artist perspective, I'm speaking as a fan. I don't like to listen to artists who put out music consecutively because it's you oversaturate the market and you talking about the same shit over and over and over and over. At some point, I don't want to hear it no more. You know what I mean? So
I got a question about that.
What?
Do you feel like after they putting out so much music like that, are they still in music, or are they having people write for them? Like, do you have somebody write for you?
I don't have nobody that writes for me at all.
So you feel like those people that just keep putting out stuff eventually they're gonna run out of material.
They're gonna run out of material
because you can't just keep putting out stuff without.
They're not gonna run out of material because obviously they're still putting out material, but it becomes redundant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's repetitive. It's the same. We know about your fancy cars. Mm-hmm. We know about your designer shoes and your designer clothes. We know about your jewelry. We know about all the bitches you fuck. We know about all the money you have.
All the niggas you beefing with.
We know all the niggas that you beefing with. You know what I mean? So at some point, when you gonna switch it up?
Yeah.
Switch up your content. You know what I mean? As far as now, if we want to talk about ghostwriting and how I feel about that, I know you didn't ask about that, but that's what we're pretty much transitioning into. Sci-Hi the Prince, who's one of my favorite rappers, he spoke on something which is kind of true because, like I said, I'm a man of understanding. So with that being said, I'm not gonna just fly off the handle and be like, no, if you have a ghostwriter, nigga, you suck, you this year. Because here's the thing.
I don't think that.
Busta Rhymes said
you have to. Here's the thing. I don't have ghostwriters. Everything that I write is all me. Now, have I been in the studio with my boy like Devin? He's giving me concepts because I ain't gonna lie. Concepts as an artist to me, coming up with different concepts is kind of like the most difficult thing because here's the thing. All artists at some point are going to rap about the same thing, but it's just about how you deliver it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're an artist and I'm an artist, we could both make a song about, say, money, whatever, you know what I mean? But, so the concept of the song is about getting money, but the way I deliver it might be different from the way you deliver it. The way you deliver it might be different from the way you deliver it if you was an artist.
Yep.
So with that being said, coming up with concepts, to me, it might be the most difficult thing, but as time, that's when I first started.
Yeah.
Now that I'm more seasoned, it's a little bit easier.
You done been in the game.
Yeah. So now, once I got a concept and I know what to rap about, once I get the hook, writing is easy to me. Like I can write for people. I've written for people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the easy part. But like we'll say back to what Sci-Hi said. At the end of the day, the whole objective is to put yourself in a position to win.
Yeah.
So if you have to have a team of writers, because obviously 3 brains is better than 1. So if y'all part of my team, y'all in the studio with me, and I'm writing, you might come up with something that might be a little bit better than me.
Yep.
You might come up with something that might be a little better than him. Then we can blend it together, or we can reword it, or rephrase, take some lines. Yeah. Or you might come up with a cadence like, Royce, say it this way. Or you might be like, no, Royce, say it this way. Or say this bar this way and say another bar. You know what I mean? So he was speaking about how to get ahead, you have to have a team, bro.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing yourself. Do you really think Drake is really in a studio by himself?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care who you are. Kendrick,
Jay-Z,
Drake, Jay-Z. Come on, Jay-Z's my favorite rapper. He took a lot of things, even though he paid homage from Biggie Smalls.
Tupac.
You know what I'm saying? Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
Tupac didn't do it. Tupac was in there by himself.
And we don't know that, but I will say Tupac is one of the great. Like, Tupac is on my Mount Rushmore, and the reason why a lot of people don't give Tupac the respect that he deserves, I look at it as Tupac was 25 rapping about the shit he was rapping about. The new term woke, like the nigga been woke. And the stuff that he was rapping about still resonates with us today.
Tupac was in there by himself.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, Tupac also wasn't a bar rapper. He was more of an informative rapper. He letting you know what's going on in the world.
Tupac made you feel.
Yeah, and that's why I love Tupac. Like I said, he's on my Mount Rushmore. So when I see Tupac slander, Tupac disrespect, like I'm ready to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
I ain't tolerating it, bro.
I spoke to my grandma. She was like, "Boy, you need to go to church." I said, "Nah, grandma, I'm gonna just turn on my All Eyes on Me on my Machiavelli CD." She was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, Tupac, my preacher." He just made you feel some type of way. Like,
he did.
But he was preaching.
He did.
He was preaching.
He made you feel some type of way. Like, I can't help it. Like,
No, he definitely
shit that he
did.
was saying, it was like, damn, I feel that.
He definitely did. But like I said again, me personally, I don't have nobody write none of my lyrics for me. I wrote everything. Every project that's been out, I've written everything on them. You know what I mean? But I can see why people do have them. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I feel like in hip hop only, when it comes to hip hop and rap only, people, it's like a shade to have somebody write for you, because it's like these should be your storytelling, and that's the thing. It's a lost art. A lot of people, they're not storytelling no more.
Yeah,
like I said, it's kind of you're not gonna be
they
storytelling
telling stories. But it ain't they story.
No, or they really are telling stories. They lying. You know what I mean? Like they telling stories. Look, they storytelling. Hey, here it is. Look, they telling stories, but they not storytelling.
They not storytelling.
Yeah, so they telling stories, but they not storytelling.
How do you feel about
facts?
So you just now said how you feel about the rap game right now because everybody sound the same.
Everybody sounds the same, bro. Nobody is unique anymore, and I think it's because they're looking at what's gonna make them money.
What's trending?
It's trendy. Mm-hmm. So artists aren't staying true to themselves.
They're they gotta go with.
If I start doing this,
bread.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't care. See, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Because I can obviously step in any lane and start rapping like these rappers, but for what? Like I'm staying true to myself because it's not about the money for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about the money for me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like. It's not about the money.
See,
so I ain't tripping.
A lot of rappers, they sound like this. Yeah, man, I bleed this beat. Yeah, man, I'm over here. I'm rubbing my feet. Yeah, man, I got 20 bands. It's like, people criticize me because I still listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tupac.
You old school, bro.
I listen
to music. That's real hip hop.
But like I said, a lot of these.
I was in the car with my cousin this past weekend, and she's younger. She's about 14, and she listens to all the younger rappers, and they all, like you said, him on
that's
my
her
beat.
era. I wouldn't even expect her to
I'm
even
taking
know
on the
Tupac.
pills, and I'm sleeping. Oh
my God.
I don't knock it.
It's a bunch of talk about pills and
we
I'm
went
like,
from rappers talking about being drug dealers to rappers talking about being
taking the drugs.
Abusers.
Yeah.
But look,
Sad.
I don't knock it, but that's just not the kind of music that I want to listen
and
to.
I'll tell her, like, I'll be like, the beat cool, but I don't know about what
get your
they
money,
saying.
big dog.
No, I'm not knocking them getting their money, but what I don't like about it is, and I don't want to sound like a hypocrite.
No, say what you gotta say.
What I want to say is, because here's the thing. I don't want to praise rappers from back in the day rapping about being drug dealers and then
the drug takers.
And then basically talk down on the artists that are being drug abusers because it's like, okay, well, do you like the fact that rappers are being drug dealers and promoting that?
Some rappers lied about that too.
Yeah, some rappers lie about that too. But at the end of the day, I'm just not into the depression rap where
they depression rap. They like, I'm depressed.
Doing drugs.
And
You talking about killing yourself and suicidal? I don't do well with that because the type of attitude that I have is if that's what you rap about, that's what you do. Then go. I'm not gonna save you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And people like me, Royce, you got to have a little bit more empathy. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be insensitive to it.
Because they say that's where they coming from. And I'm like, but
I just don't give a fuck. I don't care to hear about the type of depression because. People say depression is real, and I'm not here to argue that it is or it's not. But I'm not a depressed nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. I don't listen to. Yeah, I don't. No, I'm not. I don't want to hear it.
Who was that rapper that I think was it Future? He came out and said like I never took a Percocet.
Yeah. So and everybody. Yeah, so look.
What the fuck?
Check it out.
Future.
So,
you made a whole song, Molly Percocet. Like
entertainment.
What the hell?
And that's what people have to understand. They got to know how to separate the two. Art. Being an artist is an art. So it's entertainment.
Yeah.
So
you're doing it just to do it.
One side effect is people gonna be like, oh, this nigga's a clown, he's lying, he ain't really rapping about what he really do. And then you're gonna have people that actually understand what artists, what their job is. Their job is to sell records. So with that being said, you pour me up, bro. Beam me up, Scotty. With that being said,
hey, shout out to Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Listen, with that being said, you got artists who are really gonna rap about shit that they do, like lives that they don't live, that they don't live to sell music. See? And it is what it is. We will never know unless we actually know these people on a personal level. And then you gonna always have the people that you grew up with that's gonna hate on you. Like, man, that nigga don't really get. He didn't live like that. He didn't do this. He didn't do that because they get money for it. But at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. Yep. So who really knows if Jay-Z was a big time drug dealer in the Marcy's? Who really?
Somebody that was really around him.
Who really know if T.I. was really like that? Like, we really don't know. And me personally, again, my attitude is so celibate. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna say I don't care.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If the music is good, the music is good. Now, like people say, Drake got a ghostwriter. Drake, I don't give a fuck. The music sounds good. If somebody's writing all that, Drake knows how to deliver because the person who's writing it, they can't deliver like Drake because they did, they'd be on.
So somebody might as well deliver it.
Exactly. So you're an artist. You feel me? It's like if I'm a professional writer, as in I write essays, right? So if you like, yo, Royce, I need you to write me a research paper on X, Y, and Z, whatever the topic is, and I write your essay and I give it to you. You pay me $1 million for this essay. The essay belongs to Doc. It's no longer mine.
It's like the producers and the actors. I can only write the script.
Yes,
I can't act this shit out.
Everybody got a job to do. So guess what? If Drake knows his flaw or his weakness is he can't write, which I don't agree with, but I'm saying if he knows that his flaws he can't write, so let me hire somebody to write. The moment I sell it to you, it belongs to you.
Yeah.
You pay me, I'm not gonna come out and hate like, oh yeah, that you heard that essay, yeah, I wrote that for Doc. Like, nah, your name is on it. You know what I'm saying? It's now yours.
Yeah.
So with that being said, when people start coming out, that's like on some hater shit because it's like, at the end of the day, if I paid you to do a job, I paid you for a service, you got your money, it's no longer yours.
Like Gilly the Kid did Lil Wayne.
You know, and I don't want to talk about that.
I wrote the Carter.
He wrote the Carter too. But here's the thing: if you listen to music, if you listen to all old Wayne old shit, once he got to the Carter 2, his flow completely changed. He started rapping like an East Coast nigga.
Yeah.
And I love Wayne, but my brother's a big Hot Boy fan since 6th grade. Nigga, we know that Wayne was influenced by Gilly, or Gilly helped write that album. Because if you listen to everything prior to the Carter 2, Wayne wasn't rapping about the same
You
shit.
can always hear when rappers change, you like...
Well, you know somebody, you know.
But Wayne, the Carter 1 was hard too.
The Carter 1 was hard.
Carter 3 was hard right after the Carter 2.
But he had to switch something up, and it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It's nothing.
It ain't nothing wrong with it.
And then he switched to pop.
In hip hop, exactly. But in hip hop, it's like it's like a culture taboo, where if you don't write your own rhymes, niggas is gonna look at you funny.
People start hating.
Yeah, people gonna look at you funny. But in pop or R&B, it doesn't matter. Beyonce don't write none of her shit. But niggas, but guess what?
Don't care.
They don't care. If it's winning awards or if it's going platinum or diamond, whatever it can be, people are like, oh my god, that album was such a great album. Yeah, she didn't write none of it.
For some
people
reason,
don't care.
we
Michael
care in
Jackson,
hip-hop.
same thing. We only care in hip hop. Michael Jackson didn't write all them songs. You know what I'm saying? But he knows how to deliver them. He was the entertainer.
Yeah.
So everybody loved Mike, but nobody loves the writer. Everybody just loved Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So why can't it be like that in hip hop? But hip hop is a different culture, bro. It's completely different.
Completely different.
What artists would you work with?
I don't know.
If you had a top 5.
A top 5 artists to work with, number 1, will be Sci-Hi the Prince. Sci-Hi the Prince will be my number 1. Second, Jay-Z, obviously. I view him as the GOAT.
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, so look, Sci-Hi, Jay-Z. Who else would I work? Like right now?
Yeah.
2020? Travis Scott. I fuck with Travis Scott.
You on a song with Travis Scott, your shit going. You might have a deal at McDonald's or something like this.
Hey, I fuck with Travis Scott. Super heavy. That's 3. Who else would I fuck with?
Rozay number 3.
Because I was listening to some of your music, and honestly, I got a homeboy, and you I'm pretty sure you heard of his name, Scheme from Inglewood.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you a story about Scheme in a minute, though.
Listen,
yeah.
I can see you on.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna tell you a story about him in a minute. But so Jay-Z, Travis Scott, who else I said?
That was it.
It was 3. No, it was Jay-Z.
Oh, the
Travis
Prince.
Scott. Who? Oh,
Sci-Hi
the Prince.
Sci-Hi.
That's all.
Yeah, Sci-Hi the Prince.
I'm not good with names. I know faces.
Hey,
I'm not good with
Sci-Hi.
names. Sci-Hi.
Go do this research. He wrote for Travis Scott on the last album, Astro World. So
Sci-Hi the
Sci-Hi's
Prince.
nice. He wrote for a lot of people. Wrote for a lot of people in good music.
So that's 3.
That's 3. And then my last 2. Let me see. Let me think. I do a song with
Chris Brown.
Well, obviously, I would, but
I would. Shit.
Yeah, I would. If I had to do 2 more,
Yeah.
it'd be Chris Brown and Ty Dolla $ign.
Okay.
Dollar Sign.
Yeah. I fuck with Ty Dolla $ign heavy. I fuck with Chris Brown.
Why not YG? No, not in the top 5.
No. He's not in my top 5. You know what I mean? He's not in my top 5. But I fuck with YG though, but he's just not in my top. Those are the 5 that I would. If I had to pick 5, yeah, those would be the 5 that I pick.
Okay.
You know
So
what I mean?
YG was number 6. Like, bruh.
YG not even 6 though. To be honest.
No, I'm saying like YG came to you after all these other artists. you'd be like, AYG, I'll get you on the back burner.
Yeah. It depends on what type of song it is. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing: everybody that name got different styles. Jay-Z's completely different from Sci High.
They all different.
You come with
Travis
Jay-Z,
Scott.
you gotta be lyrical.
Exactly.
But you lyrical though.
And I'm influenced by. I'm keeping
Yeah.
100 with you. I'm from the West Coast, but I am influenced by East Coast rap. Jay-Z,
Yeah.
Nas.
I like the rappers.
Jadakiss.
I can understand the
You know
words.
what I'm saying? Like I fuck with. Like don't get me wrong, bro. It's some cool artists on the West Coast. Like Blast. I fuck with Blast.
Yeah.
Shout out to Blast. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. But I've never really been a fan of West Coast
my
rap
cousin.
like that, bro. For real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, the funny part about this
That's
is
my
look,
cousin.
check this out. The funny part about this is, my cousin, best friend, name is Clarice, and her husband is cousins with Blast, right? Her cousin is cousins with Blast. The owner, you know Devon?
Devon
Yeah.
might be the other side. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, but, yeah. So anyway, long story short though, my cousin best friend is Clarice. Her husband name is Devon. He's cousins with Blast, and
Look
I
at
know
me, I'm
Blast
already
mom
lost
on
all
a person.
the cousins
Yeah.
and the best.
So basically,
Yeah.
look, it's just look.
I
Basically,
told him I got 62 cousins.
Blast mom did a paint and sip party for my mom, my sister, and my niece for her birthday,
Okay.
or whatever like that. And then my daughter loves Blast, 8-year-old. She
Yeah.
loves Blast. So when I
Yeah.
told her like,
I
yo,
got
this is
some good
Blast
shit.
mom, she was like, I'm like, yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? She was kind of like, are you kidding
Yeah.
me? She didn't believe it. So then she called Blast on the phone. Blast talked to her or whatever like that. And then my daughter was just like super stoked. He ended up signing like a little poster and she gave it to me, so I gave it to my daughter.
That's dope.
But yeah, like I said, I've always been influenced by East Coast rap. That's why I'm more lyrical than a lot of niggas on the West Coast because West Coast niggas have never been lyrical.
Shit.
Wait,
Come
hold on.
I don't know. Come on,
Wait.
dog.
They have never been more lyrical
He said
than
more
East Coast.
lyrical.
Okay.
They have never been more lyrical.
He got a point
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
East Coast have always been known for lyricists,
For bars.
wordsmiths, bars, punchlines.
Yeah.
That's what I model my. That's how I model my
I
music.
was gonna
after.
say you
He
had
didn't say they wasn't
I was
lyrical.
gonna say-
Here. Let
He
me
said
hear.
they are more
I wanna hear, though.
lyrical.
DJ Quick.
Oh, I fuck with DJ Quick.
Well, Tupac wasn't.
Tupac wasn't
Yeah,
lyrical.
he
Let's
was.
be honest. He wasn't lyrical. When I say I mean bars. He didn't have bars. Spit me a bar.
Shit, right off the top of the head.
Yeah, spit me a bar.
Have you ever seen a crackhead? Yeah, that's Eternal Fire. I can't think of it off the head, but Tupac bars.
When I think of Tupac, I don't think of bars though. Like when I
Yeah,
think of
because he explained it. What'd you
feel
say?
me?
You said
I'm
he's
talking about
more
like,
of
I'm thinking
a...
like bars, wordsmiths. I'm talking about lyricists. Tupac wasn't a lyricist.
Okay, yeah, DJ Quick. You had, believe it or not, MC8.
I didn't listen to MCA like that, but okay, cool.
MC8. Then you had who was another West Coast artist? Ice Cube. You had Warren G.
Come on, bro.
Ice Cube was a lyricist, dog.
Ice
If you
Cube was
really
cool
just sit
altogether.
down and listen to his music,
I just want to ask y'all a question. Who's the best? Who on the West Coast? Who's the best rapper of all time?
I'm gonna say Tupac.
Who you got, y'all?
Yeah, it gotta be...
It's Tupac.
The best
gotta be
rapper.
two.
The best rapper. Not the best artist. The best rapper.
Like alive or
Live, dead, don't matter. Who do you
I'm gonna give you my top.
regard as
I'm
the best rapper?
gonna give you my top 5. I give like
Yeah, okay, go.
There you go. Tupac, Snoop, Ice Cube,
So you gotta throw Cube in there.
DJ Quick, and I can say
What you got? E40?
shit. I forgot about E40.
All right.
40.
I forgot about
40 got some shit.
I forgot about Too Short. I forgot about. I mean, it's niggas out there, dog, on the West Coast
I'm gonna keep it 100.
That
with you.
really be-
Who you got? Who you got?
that really be born like that got good bars.
Who you got?
I'm gonna say Ice Cube is up there in
For sure,
Tupac.
he top 3. Ice Cube is
up there in Tupac.
I'm trying to tell you, dog. Ice Cube is there.
Okay.
He not?
No, I didn't say he's not, but I'm gonna tell you right now.
But compared to the East Coast,
No, not even, I'm still on the West Coast.
okay.
Everybody you named, there's one rapper who's better than everybody that you just named.
Who?
Game. Game is the best rapper on the West Coast. Period. There's nothing else to talk about. I don't care about all the clown shit he do. I don't care about the antics. When we're talking about pure rap, Game out-raps everybody that you just named. He will out-rap everybody that you just named.
He out-rap Tupac?
He will out-rap Tupac.
He out-rap DJ Quick.
Yes, bro. Are you kidding me? He will out-rap Tupac. Listen, that's not even no shade to none of them because all those are great.
Stuff he's been putting out lately is like,
bro. Listen, see, that's the thing. A lot of people don't know how to separate the two. Does Game do clown shit? Yeah.
No, I ain't worried about what he do in the streets.
No, but see, a lot of people look at what he does outside the booth, and they allow that to cloud their judgment as far as the artist and the rapper.
I don't.
As far as rapping goes, he's the. Hey, stop. And then you also didn't name Kendrick Lamar.
I didn't. Kendrick.
You did not name Kendrick Lamar.
I wasn't even thinking. Because we started naming all the older people.
Everybody, whenever I ask that question, everybody always named the old cats.
Shout out to K-Dot.
Kendrick's number one.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody, see, personally, I got Game, then Kendrick.
What?
I got Game and Kendrick. I had this conversation on Twitter multiple times.
I think Kendrick can go with Jay-Z. I think Kendrick can go after Jay-Z.
Okay, that's fine.
No, like
I don't disagree.
If you put them two in a room and with a microphone, Kendrick gonna be right there with that nigga Jay-Z.
Kendrick can go with a lot of people.
But I can't put Game and a lot of people.
Game can go with Jay-Z. Game can out-rap Jay-Z, and I love Jay-Z.
Hell,
you know why? Because
that's disrespectful, bro.
I feel like
hell no.
I feel like it's gonna be.
I think a lot of
with the Game is gonna be about the same.
Hold on.
Game don't have one bad album.
Hold on. There's one Game song where I can say he was really like on his shit. Yeah on the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who needs Hulk Hogan when you got Sting on this?
That's off the album called The Year of the Wolf.
The Year of the Wolf.
The Year of the Wolf. That's one of my favorite. Came out in 2014. It's one of my favorite albums.
Listen though,
bro, Game got so much heat, but people just discredit him because of the shit that he does outside of music.
I'm not worried about what he does.
No, I ain't talking about y'all, but I'm talking. A lot of people don't know how to distinguish it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know how to separate.
So you saying Game a bar Nas now?
We talking about on the West Coast. Game can hold his own against anybody. On the East or the West.
Hell
Game
no.
and Kendrick are the only two rappers on the West to me that can hold their own if they go to the East. You think Ice Cube can hold his own against Jay-Z or Nas or Jadakiss? Are you kidding me?
Nah, Jadakiss is one of the best.
Not right now.
Not
right now.
Fabulous?
Not right now.
That's what I'm trying to say. So look, the only two artists.
Andre 3000,
No,
Cole.
wait. I said, we're going West and East,
okay.
not South. On the West Coast, outside of Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick.
Game. There's a few others, but those are the most notable. Those are the only. If we had to go East versus West, it was like 2-on-2. Those are the two that I'm picking. That's what I'm saying.
Not picking Snoop?
To bar niggas up? Fuck no. Fuck no.
Nah, not to bar.
I'm not picking Snoop. Nigga, if you want to make some smooth
what
shit.
What about E? What about E40?
E40.
Niggas finna piss me off tonight, bro. Niggas finna piss me off tonight, my nigga.
I've been drinking a little bit of that Termana.
Bro,
you know what I'm just making.
And I'm gonna keep it honest with you. When niggas say who the best on the East Coast, I don't even think about Oakland. I think all LA.
West Coast.
When people say who the best on the West Coast, I don't even think about Oakland.
But you have to.
But
you have to.
But I don't.
But you have to.
No, I
Bro,
do.
you have to. You might say I'm stupid for this, but this is just how I feel. You got the Messy Mars. You got the Too Shorts.
I'm cool.
You got the Mozzies.
I love my. So look, if I told you my top 5 of all, I don't have a top 5 of all time, but if I told you like my top 5 now or just top 5 in general, Mozzie is in my top 5. I love Mozzie.
Better be.
Mozzie's in my top 5. Kendrick in my top 5. Game is in my top 5. But people are like, well, Game don't rap no more, but he just dropped the album, which was great last year, 2019, which was great. I love Game. Love Kendrick. I love Mozzie.
I'm gonna hear that again.
If I have to do two more,
listen to that Game.
Hold on. We forgot about Mr. R motherfucking
and
Jay.
Wait. RJ. I personally believe, as far as rap, see the thing.
But we talking about bars, though.
No, RJ got bars. Nigga, got bars. Yes. Yes, nigga. RJ got bars.
No, I'm saying how you saying compared to how you go against the East Coast, who you'll take.
I take RJ with me on my
Okay.
team. I'm taking RJ, I'm taking Game, and I'm taking Kendrick. If I had to take 5, see, now we're finna talk about Scheme. So, he might not remember this, but I remember it vividly. This was way before the nigga was like on and popping.
It's a good transition there.
Yes, I used to live on 76 off 76 in Western. Mm-hmm. It was a random kickback on like 76 in Cimarron, which was like 2 streets over. It was me, some of my homies that I grew up with from Fig. It was a little house party.
What year was this?
This was like 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, 2010. It was like 2010 because it was right before. Oh, it could have been 09. 09. 'Cause I think I moved to Inglewood in 2010. It was like 09, 10. We had a house party, kickback. We chilling. Obviously, I wasn't taking music serious, but I always knew how to rap. I remember seeing him there. He had a little buzz, but not big like that. Nigga, we on the front porch of on 76 and Cimarron. Mm-hmm. We on the front porch, and nigga, we freestylers. Me, Scheme, one of my boys I grew up with on Fig. And we on the front porch just freestyling, so we pretty much like a cipher, acapella. He went, I went, my boy David went. He went, I went, my boy David went, and we were just freestyling. That was my first time figuring out who he was. So at the end of the shit, I'm like, "What's your name?" He was like, "Scheme." I'm like, "Okay, for sure, Royce." Da da da. Didn't even know he was a rapper. Then as years went by, then he popped up on the scene, and I'm like, "Hold on." Nigga, this is a nigga from like 2009 that I was on the front porch we're rapping with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, this nigga, at the night that we had that kickback, or the night they had that kickback that I went to, the nigga was like barring up. I knew. Here's the thing, bro. A lot of people listen to music, but a lot of people don't know how to critique music.
You know, he right.
Yeah. And I'm
for
not,
a lot of people.
And I'm not sitting here saying that.
Right.
Scheme.
Yeah. And I'm not sitting here saying that my opinion only matters, but nigga, for the most part, I'm very, very influential on social media when it comes to Twitter or Instagram. So, nigga, my opinion matters. If I say some shit is nice, some shit is not. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not a yes man, and I definitely don't sugarcoat it. If I feel like your shit is trash, your shit is trash.
That's how I am.
If I feel like your shit is good, your shit is good.
Yeah.
And I knew from the first time that I heard Scheme, like, this nigga is nice. I know rap, because like I said again, he was barring up, nigga. He had crazy cadences, and like I said, I'm influenced by the East Coast. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, nigga. East Coast is where I get my style from.
Yeah.
And he was barring the fuck up. And I'm like, yo, this nigga is nice, bro. So when he got on the scene 3-4 years later, now it's like 2012, 2013, and I'm seeing this nigga rapping, I'm like, yo, that's the nigga that I was rapping on the porch with. I'm like, he been nice. Like, your Scheme he can rap. He can go. But again, like I said, I don't know where he been at in a minute, so I don't think about him like that when niggas talk about like rappers in LA, but he's up there.
Let me tell you something.
And Jag also.
Let me tell you something about Scheme. Nigga, you got me in trouble keeping me in the studio till 5 a.m. And nigga, my girl went over the door. I left my key at the house. Nigga, my girl that went over the door. She was like, sleep on the porch.
Right.
I was like,
hey, I ain't gonna lie,
baby,
bro.
this nigga Scheme. She like, I don't care.
Right. It been times where I've been in the studio, nigga, 3-4 in the morning. I'm like, I'm not going home. I'm just gonna crash here.
Nah, I gotta go home. Cause I was just here just for emotional support with the nigga for the night.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna last at 5 a.m.
You wasn't doing
nigga,
nothing.
I fell asleep under the piano. And that nigga untied I had on some Vans, that nigga untied my shoes. I woke up with no shoelaces. I was hot. I was hot. But look, you know what another crazy thing is? Oh, you really think Tupac not the GOAT?
Huh?
You really think Tupac not the GOAT?
No, he's not the GOAT. He's on my mount. So my Mount
I don't
Rushmore.
like the GOAT.
Here's the thing. GOAT is subjective.
Anyway.
Music is subjective.
Yeah.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
We agree on that one.
Yeah.
So my Mount Rushmore, am I y'all?
You gotta have a Rushmore.
My
yeah.
Mount
Top
Rushmore?
five.
No, it's
Top
four. Four.
Yeah,
My
4.
Mount Rushmore is Tupac,
Okay.
Lil Wayne, Drake, and Jay-Z.
I disagree.
That's my Mount Rushmore. Drake, you realize?
I'm blowing that shit.
Do you realize that
I took
Drake
the
is
Drake out of here.
easily the greatest artist,
Nigga,
one of
when
the greatest artists of all time?
He is one of the great artists of all time.
It feel like the walls turn purple and butterflies coming off the goddamn ground and shit.
Why?
Like, I just
You saying Drake soft?
I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dog nigga. Like I don't like.
So wait, so when you listen to Michael Jackson, what do you think?
He is one of the greats.
Exactly.
No, but
You see purple shit flying off the
when
wall.
you listen to Michael Jackson, is it the same effect?
But Michael Jack, I don't know, man.
He don't like that for
Drake.
rap.
Like,
But here's the thing: the reason why I fuck with Drake is because Drake never. Remember we talked about this earlier. Drake never came in the game pretending to be a hardcore gangster.
Nope.
I'm not saying
Drake
that.
came in and he stayed true to who he was.
I'm not saying that.
He is the greatest.
Dog, I'm not saying.
He embraces who he is.
So what you saying?
You gotta respect
I'm
that.
not saying.
Do you respect somebody who embrace who they are, or you respect somebody who lie about who they
no,
are?
I'd rather you keep it 100. Like,
That's
you feel
Drake
me?
been consistent since day
But
one. That's
at
why
the
he
same
on the
time-
road that he on.
But at the same time, it's like, nah.
Why
Nah,
not?
what though? What is it now?
What's your
where's it coming from?
reason?
Yeah,
Dog,
why?
Drake, like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck right now.
Keep
like,
it a buck.
his voice irritates me. Like, you ever just look at somebody and be like, you irritate the fuck out of me. Don't even know that motherfucker,
His
right?
rapping voice, his singing voice, his everyday voice?
Both. Like, his rapping in it. He get off rapping, he be like this. Oh, man.
It's just, he switches his cadence.
Like,
He go from rapping to singing, but he not the only one who do that.
Yeah,
Tory Lanez do that.
He don't. I'm gonna say you just don't like.
No, and then you know what? He plagiarized a whole lot.
Huh?
He plagiarized a lot.
He said, plagiarize?
Oh my God. That whole song he did with YG was a whole nother nigga song in the Bay.
Which one? Who Do You Love?
Who Do You Love? That was another nigga song in the Bay.
What you mean? Like that whole verse?
His whole verse.
Did he buy it?
No.
Did somebody write it for him?
He actually got sued for it.
So the whole 16-bar verse didn't belong to him, is what you're saying?
When we're done, I will show you. He's got caught plagiarizing multiple times.
Okay, to ask you a question. Because the nigga in the Bay who it belongs to, I don't know who he is. So obviously that shit wasn't that cracking. But I know Drake said
it was in the early 90s.
The whole verse?
The whole verse. The whole entire verse. I'm finna fuck you up with
Hey,
the whole verse. I do though.
Huh?
Because you don't say you the best, but you go word for word.
Yeah.
The whole 16?
My nigga, if I'm lying, I'm dying right now. And I'm obviously still
The
lying.
whole verse.
The whole
I
verse.
can't get. Yeah, if he do that, then I can't.
Hey, bro.
And it's not the first time he's done it. Not the first time. But you really want to know another reason why? Bro, you hit your kid, dog.
See, wait, stop. Remember what I just talked about? You gotta
bringing
be able to
out the
separate.
outside.
You gotta be able to separate
you can
the
hide
artist,
that.
the artist, and the art.
can't
from
hide that.
personal.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck what niggas do in their personal life. If you want to hide his kid and you want to be a deadbeat, what they gotta do with me?
Okay, cool. So who won that battle with him and Pusha T?
Pusha T.
Okay.
Pusha T
Well, I
won.
thought you
Nah, I'm a realist at the end of the day. See, I'm a realist, bro. I'm a realist at the end of the day. Pusha T won that battle. Drake didn't want no smoke. But that don't got nothing to do with
Drake. He also stole from Soulja Boy.
I seen that.
I can't say you one of the greats, but you keep stealing shit.
Why is Michael Jackson one of the greats?
You're a great thief.
Why is Michael Jackson one of the greats? He don't write his music.
Wait, you said Michael Jackson paid though.
No.
It's his.
I didn't say
steal.
pay.
It's
What I said was
he didn't steal from Prince.
Listen. But Michael Jackson
Prince
didn't
might
write.
have wrote it for
Michael
shit.
Jackson didn't write none of his music.
But did he steal it?
We don't know.
No, we know Mike.
No, we know Mike didn't steal.
We know Mike.
Kids.
That's his personal life. That's his personal life. So R. Kelly stole from Mike then because he stole his song.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
all I'm saying is,
That's fucked up.
Hey, come on, man.
bro, I don't care about that shit. Like I
Come on,
said, if Drake rapped it better than the nigga in the Bay,
Hey,
I don't care.
He did it.
No, at a certain point though, if he's stealing it, you gotta say something.
Okay, so look, listen.
If I don't know,
Not too long ago,
but if
not too long ago, somebody sent me. I don't know who it
and
was.
he ain't pay him.
Somebody sent me a collage video of everything Jay-Z rapped about that he got from Biggie or that he got from Outkast or that he got from other artists.
Yeah.
Now, it's two ways you can look at it. You can look at this nigga because Jay-Z said, "I'm not a biter. I'm not a biter. I'm a writer." But they flipped it and was like, "I'm not a writer. I'm a biter." So with that being said, somebody sent me that, right? Because they know that Jay-Z's my favorite. I looked at that, I listened to it, and I heard it. Two ways you can look at it. You can be like, "Oh, this nigga's a biter." Or this nigga stealing people rhymes, or you can be like he's paying homage because he even took some shit that Snoop said.
Here we go.
Hold on, wait.
Here we go.
Wait, you know what I'm saying?
Let me hear it out.
So he sent it to me, but guess what? That's not gonna sway my opinion or change my mind. I still think Jay-Z is the GOAT, despite that video.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if you repeat something that somebody else said, are you paying homage?
Yeah.
Or are you a thief?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. J. Cole made a whole song.
Oh shit, we forgot about him.
Wait,
He not on the West Coast, though, so that's why I
J.
didn't-
Cole made a song in response to the song that, what's her name made? Paula Patton. What's the name of that song she made? I can't even think of the song, bro. But you know the song. I
know it. I probably just
you
don't
know
know
the
the
song.
name
I'm
of
gonna find it.
Yeah.
But long story short, at the end of the day, every artist today or every artist, a part of our generation, has said or took a verse,
took
or a bar, or 2, 3, 4, from somebody in the past. You
know what that sound like?
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie Soul Man?
I'm gonna say the difference.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, completely 100 with you. Snoop Dogg took one of my lines. The song 453.
Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. Look, 453.
Oh shit.
Came out in 2018.
Yeah.
Snoop used one of the lines from 453 in one of his latest projects.
Can you say the bar?
And I'm gonna show you the bar. No, I'm gonna find it for you right now.
Yeah.
So the bar from my song was, so don't slip, nigga. I be with some Crip niggas, know some Bloods. I'm good on both sides like a switch hitter.
I heard that.
That's my bar.
I know that bar from Snoop.
Thank you. That's my bar. Snoop dropped the album in, I think it was 2019, where he took that bar and he said, I'm good on both sides like a switch hitter. Now, mind you, Snoop has been gangbanging for over 40 years. He ain't never mentioned him being good on both sides like a switch hitter until I said, and the reason why I know is because, one, I got people that work for Apple, I got people that work for Spotify, I got people that's in the know.
It's in there, yeah.
My song was played on Rhythm and Flow. Snoop was a host on Rhythm and Flow. He heard the song, he heard the bar. Now, one of my boys, I'm gonna keep it disclosed, who works for Spotify, sent me the information for that actual track that Snoop said it on. And one of the writers, it was Snoop and Problem.
What?
Problem writes for Snoop. Yeah, he writes for Snoop.
What?
So either Problem took it or Snoop took it. And the reason why I know because DJ Head had Problem on live and played that song. And he told him like, yo, go listen to 453 right now by Rozay Royce. Go listen to it. So Problem listened to the song.
They listened to it. And
he
they
put
was like,
that song. He
ooh,
put that inside of Snoop's
this will
song.
go with Snoop real good.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So it happens.
Yeah.
But
I know that happens.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Pay homage, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay homage, nigga.
So I mentioned them. Like, nigga, send me an invoice right now.
Yeah.
Pay homage, nigga.
You know what I mean?
It's a difference though when you take the whole verse, like how he said.
Yeah.
Verse?
Yeah, Drake took the whole
bar,
verse.
Now, the whole verse is kind of wild. But verse, bar, it don't matter. Like I said, at the end of the day, so how am I supposed to look at that? Am I supposed to look at Snoop like he paying homage, or am I supposed to look at Snoop like he a biter?
Biter.
That nigga Pitbull lockjaw.
He biting. He did his job. You need a tag or something in that.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It is what it is.
That's how it goes. You right.
Hey, but look,
you gotta charge it to the game. There's nothing I can physically do about it.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about
Snoop,
it.
I need your fade.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, nothing you can do about it. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now
Drake is not the only one. So
Drake is not the only one. Like I said, people point out to the fact that Jay-Z has bit a lot of shit that Biggie Smalls said. And it is what it is. Some people gonna say, hey, pay homage. A lot of people know that Biggie Smalls and that was just big close. You know, they were super, super close.
We have went over the time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we did because we got some good info.
Good
But look, I'm gonna have to wrap.
I think we could have went for another.
Yeah, we gonna have to.
Been on?
Shit, at least an hour and a half.
Damn.
Nah, we started close to it. Hour and 15.
We gotta bring you back, bro. Like,
hey, no, I want to come back.
Bring you back. But look, this has been, like I said in the intro, this has been another fire ass episode of the Email Podcast. I want to give a shout out to the Gangsta Chronicles.
Yes, sir.
I want to give a shout out to my boy Royce.
Hey, I appreciate you having me, man.
I want to give a shout out to
Beastie_5. Go follow your boy Doc. He's gonna point at me. I also want to give a shout out to Lily.
Oh yeah,
for these shirts.
Oh yeah, I like that. I need that shirt.
So light skin, but basically
like
the thing is light skin, dark skin. We all black at the end
of the day. We all black.
We all black. We ain't fighting over
we
stuff.
don't need no unnecessary division, man.
Nope.
I want to give a shout out to Jalissa Waist.
Hey, we gotta get you back on right. I want to talk about some other stuff, and I didn't even get to.
Hey, bring me back.
Bro. I want to give a shout out to Jalissa Waist Beads.
Yes, sir.
I want to give a shout out to
we want to shout out to
my mama.
Yeah,
Mama,
I love you.
Mama, I love you. She hold the chain.
We'll give a shout out to Before the Storm Candles.
Before the Storm Candles. I want to give a shout out to Take a Shot Podcast.
Yes, sir.
I want to give a shout out to my Uncle James, Big Steel, MCA. That's on the Gangsta Chronicles. I want to give a shout out to. Shit, I want to shout out everybody, but I ain't got the time. But like I said, hey, tell everybody where they can find you.
_Beastie5 Instagram. You know what it is.
You got to tell them how to spell it. They might put
they
two
know
E's.
how to BEASTY 5.
It ain't B.
Number 5.
Tell them where they can find you at, big
Hey,
dog.
on Twitter, you can find me at Royce the Goat, which is RoyceDaGoat. Instagram, Rozay Royce, ROZAY You can find all my music on all streaming platforms. Just type in Rozay Royce, and we in it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I don't say this.
Go listen to that
I
boy
don't say
music.
this often. One of the hottest niggas coming out of the LA district.
Man,
Yes,
hey, we didn't even
sir.
get to talk about the Trump freestyle.
Yeah,
But,
That's why I was saying. I was like, I didn't get because I wanted to.
But like
it's
one
all
of
gravy, though.
one of
Get
the
you back.
hottest niggas coming out of the LA
I appreciate
district,
it, man. I appreciate
and
the love, bro.
I want to give a shout out to Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yes, we are drinking your tequila, and I'm
is
not
good.
disappointed.
It's
Are
not
you
good.
disappointed?
I'm not disappointed.
I'm not
I ain't got no
disappointed.
chaser today. Shit is good.
Yeah, because he usually drink chasers.
Yeah, I'm usually drinking chasers.
But
this shit smooth.
hey, y'all know where y'all can find me at a DOO2XS. You can talk to me. I talk back. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment. Like I say every week, please be respectful. You know what? Even if you are disrespectful, if you're disrespectful, I'm not gonna reply. That mean you watched and you like it. So anyway,
Haters gonna hate.
haters gonna hate, and we gonna keep winning. That's all I got to say. So with that being said, go ahead, my boy Pete, take us out.